Hi, Maggie Howell here. Today I want to talk to you about how you can use all your senses as a really fantastic way to keep your body relaxed throughout your whole labour. Now, when I talk about all the senses, it's something that you can start to do long before you actually go into labour. Our bodies work so much on association. There are so many things that we feel which are a direct result of an association of one of our senses. So for example, have you ever heard a favourite piece of music that you used to hear at a disco when you were 16? And then you hear that music now and bam, you're straight back there. Or maybe a favourite smell, maybe your grandmother's perfume, that when you suddenly smell it, you're like, oh, you just feel like you're there. Or of course, lovely smell of bread or lovely food cooking. Immediately your body responds. So if this happens naturally, why not make the most of it? Why not use that as a way to induce a sense of relaxation during labour? So if you start thinking about the senses, probably the one that most people are likely to do is some sort of music, some sort of sound therapy, if you like. Now, if you've got a favourite piece of music that you plan on listening to during the labour, then start listening to it now, before labour starts. And listen to that music at a time when you are relaxing. Maybe taking a lovely bath, or listening to a hypnosis track, or lying in bed before you fall asleep. Because what then happens is that your subconscious begins to create that association. So that music equals relaxation. Now, I made some music, listened to some music for all of my births, the same music, and that music still has a powerful effect on my children. So all of them had the same music throughout my pregnancy and their births, and so even now when they hear the music, it helps them to calm down and relax. So using music is a really, really powerful one. So that's your sort of auditory. Another one is smells. Again, I've already talked about the smell of perfume or baked bread. But if you've got a really lovely scent that you enjoy, then use that again in your relaxation and preparation for labour. So that might be an aromatherapy oil, for example. There are some really fantastic oils that you can use that actively relax the body as well. I use lavender in all of mine, and again, even to this day, 15, 16 years now after my first child was born, whenever I smell lavender, bam, I'm back in that labour room. I wasn't labour room, it was my living room, but you know what I mean, where I gave birth to him. So find an oil that you really like, find an oil that's going to be beneficial in terms of relaxing your body. Rose oil is another really good one. And then put a few drops of that oil and put it in a burner or on a hanky or on a towel or in your bath, and use that again in conjunction with your relaxation and your preparation. The next one is touch. Touch is a funny one because sometimes in labour women just love to be touched, love to have that level of massage, and other times they don't want it at all. But again, if you've got that as a preparation, then you can build that in as a trigger. One of the techniques I teach on my Hypnobirthing course, my online course, as well as the physical courses, is what we call our 3-2-1 relax. And that involves a level of touch from your partner. So it'll be a touch on the forehead, a touch on the shoulders, and running your hands down the arms. And that touch, again, triggers and induces that sense of relaxation. So when you're practicing different relaxation techniques, ask your partner to do some level of touch as well, whether that's just light fingertips running down your arms, down your back, on your forehead, whatever feels nice for you. And again, the more you practice it, the more then that becomes a trigger. And anyway, any form of relaxation or any form of touch triggers endorphins in the body. So that's going to be a double whammy. You'll set it up as a trigger, but it's also going to be helpful during labour anyway, even if you don't do it beforehand. And then the last one is taste. Now, taste isn't one that you would normally associate with preparation for birth, but it's one that I used, and it again had a really, really powerful effect on me. Now, it might be that you're drinking raspberry leaf tea. You might like it. I didn't. I thought it tasted a bit like hay, but anyway, that was just me. I used to make my own mix of raw ginger and lemon and honey, which, it's the classic one for if you've got a cold, but I used to find that really soothing and relaxing. So I would drink that tea regularly during my pregnancy that would just help me to relax. Again, when I was getting into the bath, preparing to do my hypnosis, I'd have my oils and I'd sip my tea. So again, that tea became associated with relaxation and calm. And then in labour, again, I had a few sips of that tea every now and again. And what that did, it kind of gave me a zing of energy apart from anything else, but it again associated that lovely sense of relaxation. So there you have it. That's 5 things you can do with your senses that you can start preparing now, and then you can follow that through and use that during labour to add to your wonderful toolkit of keeping you calm and relaxed. So if you want to find out more about the techniques that I teach, then click on the links and find out more about my hypnobirthing classes. Take care for now. Bye.